Alright, what's up, everyone? What's up? Lipton Peach. Lipton Peach. That's what I got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, got a little bit of light. So, today is the first day of September. Yeah. I don't know if it's today's the first day of fall or September 21st. I can't remember. Oh well. September is, well, I want to basically say this is the first day of fall. Wait a minute. Hey Siri, what is the first day of fall?
It's December 20th.
So the first day of fall is September 23rd until it ends December 20th. Hey Siri, the first day of fall.
Fall begins September 23rd and ends December 20th.
Hey Siri, the first day of winter.
Winter begins December 21st, 2023, and ends March 18th, 2024.
Hey Siri, first day of spring.
Spring began March 20th and ended June 20th.
Hey Siri, what is the first day of summer?
Summer began June 21st and ends September 22nd.
So the summer ends June, July, August, September. 3 months. That's not bad. 89 days of summer. Hey Siri, what is the world's population?
Here's what I found.
Hey Siri, how many people living on Earth?
As of 2023, the population of Earth is 8,028,504,258.
8 billion. It actually went up. Hey Siri, total death of COVID.
I found this on the web.
6.9 million people died from COVID. Damn. Hey Siri, how many people in Greater Sudbury, Ontario?
As of 2016, the population of Greater Sudbury was 161,531.
2016? That's 6 years ago? Whatever. Hey Siri, good night.
Good night.
Hey Siri, tell me a bedtime story.
Once there was a girl who never wanted to go to sleep. Every night after bedtime, the girl wished on a star that she could stay up all night. Finally, a magical fairy appeared and said, "Your wish is granted." "So, why do you want to stay up?" The girl thought, then said, "To see all the fun stuff that goes on when I'm asleep." She then cast an invisibility spell on them, and they flew off to explore the world of nighttime. First, they saw the girl's cat, who sat on the couch and scratched himself for a very long time. What about outside my house? Said the girl, and away they flew. They saw a nice parking lot attendant, who was eating a sandwich and reading a magazine about golf. Then they saw the little store in the local gas station, and watched the hot dogs turning on the little metal rollers. Then they, actually, you know what, began the girl. I think I might want to call it a night, and soon she fell fast asleep. Works every time, whispered the fairy, who flew the girl home and put her to bed. And from that night on, the girl never asked to stay up all night ever again. Good night.
Hey Siri, tell me a scary story.
This tale is called The Mask of the Red Face. The old clock struck 10 on All Hallows Eve, and a ghoulish gathering was underway. Echoing through the old house, the assembled guests danced and frolicked, their masks and costumes terrifying in the flickering candlelight. Then, a lone figure stalked across the threshold. Clad in a black robe, his face masked as a leering red skull, the mysterious guest would have been horrifying to behold, were it not for the macabre occasion being celebrated by the revelers. "Who are you?" cried out the lady of the manor. "What have you brought here?" It was then that the tall specter's mask truly fell, and all those in attendance had a frightful realization. For behind the mask lay a face both scarlet red in color, and hideous in aspect, twisted in an expression of horror. And all soon realized the terrible hopelessness of their situation. It was Jeff. He'd forgotten to bring the guacamole to the Halloween party.
Hey Siri, tell me a funny story.
Once there were two mice who became friends at Mouse College. One was from the city, the other from the country. When they graduated, they promised they would stay friends and visit each other. Soon, Country Mouse visited the city. But right away he got chased by a cat and nearly run over by a taxi. He couldn't even eat lunch as the pigeons grabbed all the lovely rotten food on the ground. He decided to turn back. "I can't visit you. How can you live there?" Country Mouse wrote in a somewhat regrettably snippy email. But City Mouse understood. "I'll come visit you instead," he offered. Soon, City Mouse visited the country. But right away he got chased by a hawk and nearly run over by a tractor. He couldn't even eat lunch as the crows grabbed all the seeds on the ground. He decided to turn back. "I can't visit you either. How can you live there?" City Mouse wrote, clearly a bit resentful of the earlier email. But eventually they had an idea. They met in the middle and took turns showing each other around. Soon, Country Mouse knew which way to look when crossing the street, and where to get the best pizza crusts. City Mouse learned when the tractors would be out, and how to stash nuts and seeds for later. And once they got to know how each other lived, they became even better friends than they were before. The end.
Hey Siri, tell me a spooky story.
Sure, I'll just read every scary story, and watch every scary movie. And done. This tale is called The Mask of the Red Face. The old clock struck 10 on All Hallows Eve, and a ghoulish gathering was underway.
Hey Siri,
Echoing through the
tell me a bedtime story.
Up above in outer space, among all the stars watching over us, there was a lonely little star named Stella. No one had ever made a wish upon her. In fact, no one on Earth had even looked at Stella, because she was so small and far away. Compared to the other stars sparkling in the sky, Stella was barely a speck. But Stella had just as much luck to give as any other star. Being there for someone is what gives stars their inner glow. She wished she could be the brightest, like Sirius, whom people always turn to for advice. Or in an important spot, like Polaris the North Star, whom people look to for direction. Sometimes Stella even wished she could be the star that the world revolved around. The sun, then everyone could see her. Stella wished and wished and wished these things. But her wishes never worked. In fact, the more Stella wished, the more unlucky she felt. Then, one night, Stella got an idea. What if she wished upon a person? After all, stars and people are made of the same stuff. In fact, some people were rock stars and movie stars. Surely they would be able to help her. But as Stella looked down at all the billions of people on Earth, she realized that maybe there were people out there just like her. Finally, Stella knew what to do. Now, every day, Stella wishes upon anyone, so small and unseen, hoping they will find her and feel the inner glow of knowing that they're not alone. Good night.
Hey Siri, good night.
Nighty night.
Ciao for now.